All right, so I don't know if you guys have seen this show yet. I recently just binged it and it was pretty good, but the show is called Pluribus. Pluribus is actually Latin for from many or of many. So, in this sense of the show, everyone basically turns into a collective consciousness. Everyone has the same thoughts, the same feelings, same everything, which is very scary because that means that there's no sense of individuality. And on this TV show cover, it says here, happiness is contagious. Reminding me of the World Economic Forum posting this, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. On the back of the dollar bill, we even have a seal that shows an eagle holding a ribbon stating E pluribus unum, which translates to out of many, one, which goes right on along with the one world government, one religion, one dictator, one world. This is like a modern Tower of Babel story, and we all know that didn't end well. Then we have Elon Musk, who we remember he tweeted Novus Ordo Seclorum, meaning New Order of the Ages. And he also tweeted that X as humanity's collective consciousness. So we can already see the agenda is for everyone to be a part of this one collective consciousness, which we already know everything that we see on TV isn't an accident. They're showing us these things before they happen, before they take place. It's called predictive programming. And this is already happening now as we speak. I remember seeing a TikTok video the other day about this girl who was throwing out her entire wardrobe because somebody on TikTok said that you can't carry all those old stuff into 2026. What's scary about that is that wasn't an original thought for that girl to throw out all her stuff. She is basically waiting to make life decisions based off of TikTok. And the same thing could be said for X. It's like a hive collective. People don't know what side they're on or what decisions that they're gonna make until somebody else posts about it. I think we are already at that point where people are tapped into this hive mind. Not sure if you guys are familiar with the Brooklyn Bridge fireworks incident that happened New Year's, but it's basically an event where AI generated and fake social media posts duped thousands into gathering at the Brooklyn Bridge for a non-existent New Year's Eve fireworks show. So basically we're at the point where humans are no longer necessary to influence people to make these life decisions anymore. These AI generated posts flooded social media showing fireworks over the Brooklyn Bridge, claiming that the fireworks would be part of the city's New Year's Eve festivities. The videos were apparently convincing enough that thousands of people showed up. Not hundreds, thousands. This was a test run. They wanted to see if they could get thousands of people to show up to this one location. And if it succeeded, what do you think they will use this for next time? All these people that showed up to this event, they didn't double check any info, fact check anything. They just became a part of this hive collective and just went along with it because the internet told them to do so. AI told them to do so. The hive mind told them to do so. The internet is their new consciousness. People are unwillingly giving away their free will. And that is the agenda. They can't just take your rights away from you and your freedom of choice, the illusion of freedom. But with AI, they can make you feel like you're making your own choices. And when you feel like you're making your own choices, you'll be happy. But you will own nothing. You have no originality to you. You're a part of the hive mind. All right, so we know Renee Good, mother of three, she was enlived by an ICE agent. But we have to take a look at the patterns, you guys, because something is up. She was fatally shot on East 33rd Street. 33, okay? But here it says specifically on Portland Avenue. And then we have a shooting in Portland, 2 people shot, and it was protests over the shooting of Renee Good. The 2 people that were shot were aged 33 and 32. Here we go again with that number 33. This is a picture of the ICE agent that shot Renee Good. And in the background, we see a house that has 33 and 32. The same ages as the people that got shot in Portland. Do you guys not see the pattern here? But then we have this article that says the ICE officer who shot the woman in Minneapolis, Renee Good, was dragged and injured in a traffic stop last year. Let's take a look at what the vice president had to say about this.
has been an absolute disgrace, and it puts our law enforcement officers at risk every single day. What that headline leaves out is the fact that that very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody.
It's not a coincidence that he just so happened to have 33 stitches in his leg. If you do not understand the pattern by now, I'm finna show you. Remember, it took 33 hours for Charlie Kirk's shooter to be caught? 33, that is their favorite number. Usually when that number's involved, that means that it's fake, okay? It's not real. This is part of the world stage. All of this is happening in order to get a reaction out of you. And to further back my claims to prove why I think this woman was a crisis actor. A crisis actor is basically a trained actor, role player, volunteer, or person engaged to portray a disaster victim. I believe she was just playing her role because I don't know if you guys remember this incident that happened last year where the HVAC worker reportedly found all this stuff inside of an apartment building. And the building just so happened to be on 533rd East 33rd Place. It literally never fails. They can't get away from this number. But what she found inside of one of the apartments was a lot of fake IDs, a lot of fireman stuff, a lot of police force stuff, and it just looked like it was fake, you know? Yeah, because all that stuff belonged to the crisis actors. It is fake. They have all those uniforms and fake IDs and stuff in there to prepare for the next event that they're going to shock the world with. This event that's going to build up all of this fear and violence, like what we saw with this incident that caused all of these protests and then leading to more violence.